The Parkinson's Foundation hosts weekly education and wellness programs through our PD Health at Home virtual programming. Join us for Mindfulness Mondays, Wellness Wednesdays, and our Fitness Fridays. Most of the PD Health at Home programs are recorded and posted on the Parkinson's Foundation's YouTube channel. Find out more and register to attend our live PD Health at Home programs at parkinson.org/PD Health. Now to the less fun stuff. At the Parkinson's Foundation, we're here to support your wellness journey. These sessions are designed for general well-being and education, but they are not a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Before starting any new movement program, we encourage you to check with your healthcare provider or a Parkinson's specialist. Let's move with confidence. Please listen to your body, stay steady, and modify as needed. And remember, safety first. By participating, you acknowledge that you're doing so voluntarily and at your own risk. The Parkinson's Foundation and our facilitators are here to guide and support you, but we cannot be responsible for any injuries or health-related complications. Now, let's move together safely and with joy. Joining us today from on top of the world is Trish, Cindy, and Mark. They'll be guiding us through a workout designed to help manage the symptoms of PD. Trish, Mark, and Cindy, thanks for moving with us today.
Thank you so much, Krista. Welcome. I am Coach Trish, with me, Coach Cindy, and one of our PD students, Mark. I would like to echo Krista's words. Our goal here is to give you a safe, challenging, fun workout, but safety is paramount. So please, wherever you are, look around your area. Let's all make sure we have wingspans so we're not going to bump into anyone or anything. Check the floor, make sure there's nothing in your way, because we are going to be moving those feet today. And I like to focus on alignment. So let's all shiggle to the front third of our chair. Now, that word shiggle comes from me somewhere, but you might think of it as a butt walk, as long as you get to the front third of your chair. And we're going to have our feet about hip distance, if that's possible. And then just look down. See if your knees are directly over your ankles. And then let's all find those pointy bones in the butt cheek. They're called sitting or sits bones. We want to make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to inhale, shoulders up, back, and down. How's that feel? Let's work on posture. And please, during our workout, honor your body, hydrate, get some water whenever you want, so that you know what's going to happen today. I'd like you to know we're going to do a warm-up, and then we're going to build some intensity, and then we're going to slow it down and do a stretch. So let's start with something called letting go breath. We're going to let go of anything that's already happened today, anything we have to do after our workout, and just focus on working out together today. So if you can inhale through the nostrils, try that. And then we're going to exhale it out the mouth with a ha, a big HA sound. So let's try. Ha. Nice. How about two more rounds? Ha. And one more. Ha. Really nice job. Please know that our breath is our most important tool, and we can use it anytime, especially to help with frustration, anxiety, nervousness. So anytime you want to do that, remember that letting go of breath. We're going to start our warm-up. We're going to work top to bottom and start with the face. We know that for some people, Parkinson's can create that mask-like face. So let's start working those facial muscles. Let's all give the biggest smile we can possibly share, showing all the teeth and working those face muscles, and then look like you just sucked a lemon. Sour, really pucker the lips. And now, pausing for a moment, we want to take a deep inhale, because we're going to roar like lions, opening the mouth really wide, sticking the tongue out, pulling those facial muscles apart. So inhale. And then roar. Ah. Some good breath work back there. Okay, let's warm up the shoulders a little bit. How about 4 shoulder rolls to the back? Lift and roll them back. 3, 2, final, and roll them forward for 4, 3, 2, final. And now, because as we age, we all start to get that schmump, that rounding of the shoulders, and we know that Parkinson's can really impact that. So let's work on pulling the shoulder blades together by bringing the hands out at shoulder height, right in front, fingers wide, palms down. We're going to take a deep inhale, and as we exhale, bring the elbows out to the side, hands come to the armpits. Let's try 3 more. It's a push and a pull. Push, pull, push, pull. Nice. Let's start working into the trunk. So Cindy is going to take her right hand and reach down to the floor, while Mark and I take our left hand and reach up for the ceiling, so we can all do side bends. Deep inhale, exhale, side bend. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Same thing other side. Cindy's gonna reach her left hand down while Mark and I reach those right fingers all the way to the ceiling, making lots of space between the hip and the armpit. Deep inhale, exhale, bend. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. We're warming up the trunk, and we also know that Parkinson's can cause a lot of stiffness in the trunk. So let's start practicing for some trunk rotation. Let's all take the right hand and bring it over to either the left knee, the left thigh, or maybe you turn all the way and bring it to the left hip. And then do the same thing on the other side. Outside the knee, the thigh, or maybe all the way to the hip. Whatever works for your body. And then we come to center. Let's give the knees a little attention. You can either hold on to your seat, or if you want a little weight challenge, get the shoulders to hold up the weight of the body with some I Dream and Genie arms. And we're just going to take the lower right leg and extend the foot away. And then the same thing with the left leg. Let's do 2 more on each side. You got this. A little bit of leg extension, helping to strengthen those upper legs, the front and quadricep muscles that are so important when we're walking. Okay, hope everybody's doing okay, because we are working our way down the body. Now you can hold on to the seat if you'd like, and some people might even want to hinge back, because once again, we're going to lift that right lower leg, and we're going to do a little push-pull for the ankle. We're going to push the toes away and pull them back. Push, pull, push, pull. 1 more. Push, pull, lower down. So ankle strength and mobility is really critical for our walking. So let's work that with the left leg. Push the toes away, pull them back. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, release. Okay, I hope everybody's feeling warmed up, top to bottom. And now there's another muscle we really need to work, and that's our brain. So we're going to do this slowly. I'm going to demonstrate it first, and then we'll all join in. This is a march, slow controlled march, with a head twist in the opposite direction of the lifted knee. So I'm going to start with my right leg, my left arm. Pull it up. And that's 4, 3, 2, 1. While that left knee is up, I'm going to turn and look to the right. Nice level chin. And then I'm going to lower it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to look off opposite that lifted knee. Are you ready to try it? Okay. We start with the right leg, the left arm pumps. Let's go, everybody. 4, 3, 2, 1, and look opposite that knee, and then lower that. 3, 2, 1, looking opposite. Nice work. Slow, controlled move, warming up those hip flexors, working to prepare for gait and stability and mobility. And having said that, let's pick up the pace a little bit. So we're going to do a fast march. Okay, and I'm just going to count this down silently in my head. Let's start with that right leg, left arm. Let's go. So while I'm counting this in my head, I just want to explain something, and that's intensity. So if we were to work on a scale of 1 to 10, with a 1 being sitting on the couch doing nothing, and a 10 being, wow, I can't catch my breath, and I'm really tired, and I can't stand this woman, and I hope to never see her again. We don't want you working at either a 1 or a 10, but I would love to see you work so hard today that you say, I'm somewhere on a 6 or 8 on my scale. Okay, let's pause. We are moving to the work phase of today's workout. I will demonstrate each move, okay? We're gonna work on posture. We will do 8 repetitions of our moves. And I'm gonna count them down. I like to count down so that everybody knows, yes, this is going to end. But I would ask that you do as many or as few as it takes to get you to that place of working so hard it feels like a 6 or an 8. And the first thing we're gonna do is some trunk rotation. Now I'll demonstrate what Mark will do. He'll bring his arms to T, okay? He's gonna keep his hips facing forward. As he looks at that right hand and tracks it with his eyes, he's gonna sweep it across his body to the left, but his hips will stay still. Cindy and I are gonna come to V feet, right there at the front of the chair, shoulders up, back, and down. We're gonna bring our arms to T, and then we're gonna look at our right hand, and we're gonna track it with our eyes as we cross the body, pivot on that right foot, lower the heel, maybe do a little clap, come back to center. Everybody ready to start? Go. We're gonna do 8. Ready? Let's go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lots of trunk rotation. You know the move. Let's do it with the left hand. Look at that hand. Track it with your eye. 8, 7, 6. Give yourself a clap here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hopefully that started building some energy. Nice. Now we're going to do something that here at On Top of the World we call hip trucks. And they help us with stability. You might think of it as a big side step. So I'm going to demonstrate just with my right leg for now. I'm going to lift up that knee high and step it out and bring it back. Everybody ready to try it? Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. And remember, if you're feeling balanced and stable and you want to do those arms up, that's fine. Or maybe you hold your seat because now we're going to do the left leg. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wrong. 1. Bring it back. Let's alternate. We're going to do right and left. 2 legs equals 1 repetition. So I'm only going to count on the left leg. Sit up nice and tall. Make any adjustments. Find those sitting bones. Shoulders up, back, and down. And let's go. Right. Left. That's 8. Right. Left. 7. Right. Left. 6. Right. You can count with me. Right. Left. 3. 2. Nice. Okay. I hope you're feeling energetic now because we're going to do some heel taps. So we're going to extend one leg at a time, tap the heel, then the other leg. Everybody ready to try that? Again, 2 legs equals 1 repetition. I'll count it down on the left heel tap. Let's go. 8, 7, 6. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Poof. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm starting to build a little sweat here. Okay. Feet hip distance, working on posture. We want to work the chest and the upper back muscles. We prepared for this in our warm-up, but now we're going to do more of those high rows. So we're going to extend the arms straight out at shoulder height, palms down, fingers spread as wide as you can. Deep inhale. You're going to exhale, hands to the armpit, elbows parallel with the shoulders as your shoulder blades pull together. And everybody got it? We're going to push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. 4 more. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Final one. Push, pull. Nice work. Now, because we want to coordinate our lower body with our upper body, let's put that together. We're going to do a heel tap, alternating legs with a row. I'll demonstrate once. We start with the arms out, and as we pull, we heel tap. Heel tap. That's 1. Make sense? Okay, coordinating upper and lower body. Let's set ourselves up, find those sitting bones, shoulders are back and down, and let's go. 8, 7, 6, count it with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, let's make some adjustments. Remember, we want to always focus on our safe position. So knees are over ankles, we're finding the sitting bones. We're bracing the core by pulling our belly button in. Okay, shoulders up, back, and down. Because now we're going to work on controlling that center of mass. We know that Parkinson's can impact balance, and it's very important to work on controlling that center of mass, the biggest part of our body. And it's also very functional. We're going to do some reaching, as if you're reaching into a cabinet, and I'll demonstrate it. Reach forward and forward. Then we're going to reach up and up. V feet. We're going to reach down and across and down and across. Let's break that down, and we'll do 4, just the arms going forward. Remember that when we reach forward, we hinge from the hip crease. The hip crease is that place where the thighs connect with the torso. We want to hinge there with a flat back, pulling belly button to spine. So let's start with that right arm, just the arms for now. It's reach, 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 reach. 1 more each side. Reach, reach. And now we're going to reach up 4 times each arm. So let's go up, up, up. Maybe you look up at your hands. Up, up. 1 more each side. Up, up. And now we do V feet. And we're going to reach diagonally across the middle of the body and reach down. Now make sure you're feeling safe here. We are going to be hinging forward from that hip crease. Okay, ready? And reach. And the other one. Reach, reach, reach. Belly buttons are in. Reach, reach. 1 more each side. Reach and reach. Nice work. So now, let's put that all together. Okay? Ready. So it's forward, forward, up, up. V feet, across, across. Feet together. Forward, forward, up, up. V feet, across, across. Feet together. Forward, forward, up, up. V feet, across, across. Final 1. Let's go. Reach, reach, up, up. V feet, across and down and across and down. Nice work. This might be one of those points where you say, all right, I'm somewhere on that scale of 1 to 10, and maybe it's a point where you grab some water if you would like. Feel free. We worked on controlling that center of mass. Take a break. We'll pause for maybe 10 seconds or so. And then, because everything we do, we like to make functional. So we like to call this next move stepping into your pants. I'm going to demonstrate it. It's still that hinge, belly button is in, nice flat back, shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to extend the right heel and bring the hands down and then pull up, like you're pulling up the leg of the pants. And then left leg and pull it up. Are we ready to go? Okay, we're going to do 8 of these. Remember, 2 legs, 1 repetition. I'm only going to count on that left leg. Go. Go. Okay, ready? And pull up the pant leg and pull up the other one. 8, 7, 6. I love hearing you there with me, Coach Cindy. Mark, I hear you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, if anybody else slid back on their chair with that little bit of motion, feel free to come forward, readjust, set yourself up as we prepare to increase our intensity just a little bit. So let's bring the arms to goal post. Some people think of these as cactus arms. However you think of it, let's see if we get the hands stacked above the elbows. Press the elbows back so the shoulder blades come together. We're going to take a deep inhale. I'll demonstrate this chest fly. We bring the arms together. They might not come all the way together. That's okay. So let's do 8 of them. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I love this team. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now, you probably know jumping jack legs. We're just doing the legs. Again, you have options. You can hold onto that chair. You can do I Dream a Genie, or however you feel safe and controlled. We're going to step both legs out and step them in. Jack legs. Ready to start? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, we've been practicing working out together for the last 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. You probably know where I'm going with this. We love to coordinate the lower body with the upper body. So we're going to do opposing jumping jacks. Let's get those goalpost arms. I'm going to demonstrate, okay? I'm going to demonstrate it. All right, when the arms come in, the legs go out. Ready? We're working the brain too. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay there, but let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, I got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. How's that heart rate? All right, we're gonna grab a weight if you have one. You can use a dumbbell like Mark's gonna use. You can use a water bottle like I'm gonna use, or you can use the resistance of your own body weight like Coach Cindy will do. I'll do it without the weight, demonstrating it first. We're going to take the opposite sides of the body and work them at the same time. So we warmed up, warming up those upper legs. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to extend the right leg while we do a hammer curl with the left arm. Okay? We're going to stay on one side. So we're curling up. Now, know for a hammer curl, the palm faces your body. And also know, when we curl, we're going to power up. But then when we release, we're going to go slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody all set? Okay, let's go. Right leg, left arm. For 8, lower slowly. Elbows tucked to the side body, really isolate that upper arm. Let's go. Here we go. And this one's gonna be 6. Nice, slow, controlled release, pressing that elbow to your side body. 5. Slow, 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 slow. Really target the upper arm. We can power up, but we want to lower slowly, lengthening that muscle. Go. And 3, 2. If I lost count, I know somebody will help me. And 1. Yeah, switch sides. Okay, we're looking good. That palm is facing your body. Shiggle. Find the sitting bones, sit up tall. Okay? And palm faces the body, elbows pressed in as we extend left leg and power up that right arm and lower it slowly. Let's go for 7. 6. You've got this. 5. 4. 3. 2. one. Nice work. Beautiful. Now, if you would like to take a water break here, feel free. Mark and I are going to come to standing while Coach Cindy remains seated for just a few minutes as we start to slow down our workout. We are going to give you options. Make sure you're on a sturdy, comfortable, secure chair. I'll demonstrate the 3 options. Cindy is going to do a power pop, either holding the chair or crossing her arms. Her choice and your choice. And she's going to press the weight into the feet, hinge forward, nose over toes, and lift the butt and come to sit back down. Another option is to hold it. Okay? Mark, on the other hand, is going to come all the way to standing. He's going to press those feet into the floor. He's going to find the sitting bones. He's going to find the hip crease, and then bringing his arms either back, forward, or across the chest, however you want to do it. He's going to come all the way up to standing. And then we will all eventually come back to seated. Now, I'm going to do it a little differently, and you have this option. We did those hip trucks before, so I'm going to do just one hip truck, pop up to standing. Okay, everybody ready to try it? All right, Cindy, power pop, Mark, sit to stand just one time, and I'm going to do a hip truck. Let's go. Over, nice work. Mark, let's stand so that the chair is by our left hip. I'm going to stand so the chair is by the left hip. Use the chair if you would like with the fingertips for support. And if you'd like, you can bring that right hand to either your hip or your waist. And we're going to lift the foot higher than you think you need to, as if you're negotiating a curve or stepping over an obstacle. So we're going to lift and then plant on the ball of the foot, bring it back. Are we ready? 8, 7, good. 6. Cindy is back there doing her side step. Nice work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, because we spend most of our lives with the legs going forward, we want to take the leg out to the side, really work the hip. So we're going to do a side leg lift. And again, you have hand options. You can keep the hand at the hip, the waist, maybe you even bring it out to the side with you. Your choice. It's a leg lift. Ready to try it? Cindy's going to keep doing her side leg lifts here as we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Mark and I are going to walk behind our chairs. Please join us so that we now have the chair by the right hip, and we're going to do the exact same thing. And Cindy, Coach, I owe you an apology. I said you were doing a side leg lift when you were stepping. You know it. You know it, woman. Just do it. Let's go. Plant the weight in that right foot and lift that left foot. That was 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nice high knees. 3, 2, and 1. Side leg lift. Let's go right to it. Ready? And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice work. Let's take a seat. Remember, we want to sit safely. If you'd like to reach back or clasp the seat, that's fine. Lowering the hips, come down safely. Once again, we want to be at the front third of the chair as we start our cool down and stretch. So for the cool down, let's do some more of that breath work. But this time I'm going to ask you to inhale and then exhale a little longer than the inhale. So that's what helps us when we get frustrated or angry or anxious. The breath starts coming really quickly. We want to slow it down. So hands either on the chair, resting on your thighs, however you're comfortable. Try to take an inhale through the nostrils if possible for 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 3 more rounds. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final round. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stretch it out by extending that right heel and pulling the toes back as if they could touch your shins. And just pulling back to the point where you feel sensation up the back of the leg. Now, if you're not feeling it and you're holding your chair and you say, well, I want a little more, you always have that option. Lift the ribs up and away from the hips. Belly button is tucked in. Deep inhale. Exhale, maybe you hinge with a flat back. And then somebody might be feeling really stable and say, well, I want to hold my leg. That's another option. And wherever you are, let's take 5 or 6 rounds of breath. Just deep inhale. Long exhale, slowing down the heart rate. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale to a neutral seat and exhale that left leg away. We're on the heel. We're pulling those toes all the way back, stretching all the way up the back of the leg. Inhale, sit up tall. Maybe you exhale and hinge forward. That's your choice. And please join me for 5 rounds of deep, slow breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale to neutral. Really nice work today, everybody. Let's stretch the hips a little bit. So we're going to have options as we've had throughout the whole workout. For this stretch, Mark is going to extend his legs just a little bit and cross the right ankle over the left. And that right knee is going to float out a little bit to the side there, starting to get into the hip. While Cindy and I bring the feet back to neutral. And then we're going to lift that right foot and plant it so that the foot rests just beyond the left thigh. And we're pressing the knee down, really working into the hip joint that we worked so much today. And again, you have options. As you inhale, you might want to exhale, hinging slightly forward, flat back, belly button in. And we breathe. And as you're breathing, just know the reason I'm suggesting 5 or 6 rounds of breath is that it typically takes the muscles about 30 seconds to start getting a good stretch. So typically 5 or 6 rounds of breath will get us there. Whenever you're there, inhale. Exhale, same thing other side. Mark brings his ankle, Cindy and I are bringing the foot, and we're hinging forward. Nice work, beautiful deep breaths. Totally slowing down. And really paying attention to what body part we're working. And then when you're ready, inhale. Nice work. So let's do a little bit for the biceps. Let's extend that right arm. Palm faces the ceiling. Take the left hand and just gently press the palm down. Just a little stretch for the front of the upper arm. Once again, you're breathing, slowing it down. And whenever you're ready, switching sides. Left arm, right hand gently presses the palm. There's no force, it's just a little added weight. And then lowering both hands, it's time to give yourself a pat on the back. So let's reach that right arm up to whatever height you can, bending at the elbow, and maybe pat yourself on the back. You're doing such a good job today. Another opportunity is to bring that left arm out and gently press. Very gentle press. Stretching the back of the upper arm. So happy to have worked out with all of you today. And we now exhale and do the same thing with the left arm. Reach up, pat yourself on the back. Good job. Maybe add a little weight on the elbow, just a gentle press. Nice work. We have one more stretch to do, and that we refer to as a way back. So we're going to release the hands down, inhale them up to T. That's why we wanted you to have that wingspan, and then we exhale, press them way back. Shoulder blades come together, the chest lifts just a little bit. Deep inhale. On this exhale, bring the hands forward. Maybe you interlace the fingers. Maybe you turn your palms away from you. Let's do that one more time. Press them way back. And this time we're going to have a little bit of a different move. Deep inhale. As you exhale, cross one elbow over the other. Bring the hands outside the shoulders. Give yourself a big hug and congratulate yourself for getting out here and working out today. It has been our honor to share with you just some of what we do at our Parkinson's programs here at On Top of the World Communities. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Trish, Cindy, Mark, for guiding us through movement today. It's always such a pleasure to move together in community, and thank you all for showing up for yourselves to move your body. Stay connected with On Top of the World by visiting their webpage or connecting with their fitness director, Leslie Stevens. The Parkinson's Foundation has exercise recommendations published online. Be sure to get your copy at parkinson.org/exercise and keep the momentum of your movement practice. If you have any questions or would like to access our free resources, please reach out to our helpline by calling 1-800-4PD-INFO or emailing helpline@parkinson.org. We thank you for joining us live today. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy holidays. We'll see you next year. Until soon. Bye-bye.